Challenge here at Wizards Collection Rosebank. We're going to be at the main table. We're going to see what's happening here today. Yeah, so we're about to be in here to our second game of the day. We're going to be seeing who the two players are. All right, so in the blue is Connor Learmont. Looks like he's piloting Greninja. And on the right in the pink is Harper Kaiser. Harper is doing, looks like Dragapult today. Right, as we see turn one here, Harper getting Badoo, and then into an Iono. Badoo and Dreepy out onto the bench. Connor with Froakie on the bench and Hoot Hoot in the active. Ooh, also a bomb out. Duskull onto the bench. Okay. An energy for the treat, and we get into everybody's favorite Itchy Pollen. For those that don't know, Itchy Pollen doesn't allow access to item cards for the next turn. Kind of goes into a Lily's Determination, shuffle draw 8, shuffle draw 6 if you have taken any of your prizes. So for anybody that doesn't know, Wizards Collection actually has two stores, one in Glendower and one here in Rosebank. Harper plays primarily out of Rosebank store, and Connor is actually a homebred Glendower Edenvale player. So yes, let's see how it goes here for the two boys. All right. A recon directive from Harper's side. Okay, he's got Dusclops online and Hilders. Good shot here to try and maybe get the Dragapult out. Not too sure about the energy. What aspec Harper's playing? Nope. Alright, and it looks like Niapa energy. Very good, very good. Alright. Alright. Right, let's have a look here.
To be honest, like we've got both today.
Alright. As Connor gets out Crispin, 2 energies. Let's see. Good chance that he might want to attach it to his water pond and try and go in for that double play. one there, yeah. Still under itchy pollen, and okay. So no on the paralysis there. As Harper looks through between a psychic energy and a Professor Turles. Focuses on the psychic energy. Near upper, Bolt. It's going to be quite tough for Connor to get back into this, but we've seen him get out of much rougher situations. It's does a little double knockout there. Takes both Frokies out of the game. And spreads the rest to try and assist him in taking another 2 to 3 prizes next turn. Prize trade currently. Kind of behind on prizes by 1. Not sure which build he is playing, if he is playing the post or pre-rotation build. Playing the pre-rotation build, there might be a shout at a counter catcher here. Ooh, alright. Connor's pulled out the Lily Slefairy. For those that don't know, Lily Slefairy applies double its weakness to Dragapult. This it being Dragapult's weaknesses in the meta. Lily Slefairy came out in Journey Together and has been a staple in a lot of decks that are looking to punish Dragapult. Alright. As Connor sobs Harper's Peasant Pity, thus holding it in place. Next turn, either Switch or Turos will be able to get out the active. Besides that, it's stuck there for the time being. Harper Ultra Balls away a Monkey and a Badoo for a Duskull. Alright. Also getting another Dreepy online. Attach for turn and passes through to Connor. Draws. And sobs again. Right, Hopper goes into Lily's Determination. And Hopper is only available to draw 6 cards, as he has taken 2 prizes already. Right, and he does draw entire Turos, so next turn, unless Connor does Iona him, Harper should be able to get it out of the active. It's also removing all of the damage counters on that Fez. Right, as he gets his Clops online, see how this turn finishes up. then it does attach Sparkling Crystal. Sparkling Crystal is... Ooh. Alright. So that was quite a fast turn there. Sparkling Crystal allows all Terra Pokemon to require 1 less energy to attack. The second attack on the water pond requires you to throw away 3 energies, and with Sparkling Crystal available, that means you only have to necessarily put 2 energies back into the deck. Alright, and that looks like game. Right, we're going to take a short little break, and then we'll get back to it in the next one. See you guys soon.
So what if we lose? We could always be afraid of something new. 'Cause we mostly feel the same. Somehow, nothing's new. I don't know what's gonna kill me, but I mean to find out.
All right, we are getting back into it now with our round 3 event. We do have all right, so we do have on the right we have Shane Roundtree on Dragapult, and on the left we have Roland Pungavanam on Goldingo. Looks like Shane Roundtree will be going first. Pulls out a Buddy Buddy Puffin. He is playing... Oh, so it looks like he is playing a Dragapult Terrabox variant. I think it will be quite popular post-rotation. I've spoken to Shane, and yeah, this is going to probably be one of the decks that he is going to take post-rotation. And on the other side, something that doesn't survive rotation, we've got Goldingo. Very, very, very good deck to be playing at the moment. Has an insane amount of draw support with that Soul Rock Lunatone engine along with Goldingo's coin bonus. It just draws you a handful of cards, and yeah. As we go through Goldingo's deck side, the Make It Rain attack is one of the best in the format currently. Discard any number of basic energy cards from your hand. This attack does 50 damage for each of those discarded cards. It can ramp to almost any tank build in the format currently, and yeah, with the lack of much fire builds at the moment, Goldingo does have quite a good run into the meta at the moment. Also having its one prize attacker in Soul Rock, which does 70 damage to your opponent's Pokemon if Lunatone is on the bench. So it's quite a devastating attack early game. Then mid game you do have your Goldingos, which can obviously take those big knockouts. Certain decks do like to play Megalopunny. Megalopunny is also a really good mid to late stage attacker. Also very good for the shred attack for anything that does hold any defensive it does it shreds through any attack such as Cornerstone Ogapon, which obviously does shut down Goldingo quite a lot. So here we see Shane attaching Sparkling Crystal and using Crispin. He's probably going to use that Torrential Pump attack to try and take out some of the benched Pokemon, as well as the active. Wellspring Ogapon is very, very, very good into evolving decks, as it can take multiple prizes on the baby Pokemon, which does put the opponents on the back foot. Alright. Okay. Shane has filled out his entire board, and he's gotten a few extras out as well. He is playing Area Zero Underdepth, which does allow you, if you have a Terra Pokemon in play, to expand your bench to 8 Pokemon. It is very good for this kind of deck. It does allow you to be able to get more Noctiles out, more Dreepies, more Dracloaks, to continuously each turn be able to get exactly the cards that you need to progress the game. And then also what is quite a good thing is when the stadium does get bumped, you discard up to 3 Pokemon, all dependent on how many are on the bench, and then they go to your discard. So it is also really nice for clearing out your bench of liabilities and certain aspects of that. which is quite nice as well. All right, as we see Shane go into another Crispin again, gonna torrential pump once again, take another 2 prizes. He's going to go for the Gimmighoul, and he's also going to hit into probably the Lunatone, thus leaving 1 support Pokemon left. It's going to be, quite a tough comeback here from Roland to try and, get anywhere in the situation to rebuild his board state. As you can see, 2 Noctiles have been utilized, still leaving 1 Hoothoot to be, used at a later stage. So, yeah, let's see how Shane goes through with this. Alright. Shane uses Recon Directive. Alright. I think in the current situation of the game, Shane is in the driver's seat, just not letting Roland get a start here. Obviously, that is the best case scenario given the situation where Dragapult and Gholdengo matchups are quite tough for Dragapult against that Gholdengo, as Gholdengo can just run right through a fully built Dragapult quite easily. We are trying to see now how Roland is going to come back from this, as he only has his Genesect EX left in play. He's looking to, I think, thin out the deck as much as possible. See what... and he passes. This is a real tough scenes here at the moment, as Shane is quite bossing the game quite well here at the minute. Recon Directive, let's see what he gets there. Alright. Couldn't quite see there. Alright, so he has quite a fair amount of energy in hand. Alright, as he Buddy Poffins, he's probably going to want to look for another 3P. He's got 3 of his Noctowl Hootoots out at the moment. Let's see what he can get out. Thinning is also possibly winning here. Got that fourth Hoothoot. And then another 3P. It's looking quite grim here for Roland. But we all know that he is a really good player. And if anybody can get out of this cinch, it would be him. Alright. As we see another Noctowl go down, possibly for another Crispin. I don't see there being another option at the moment. Yep, 3rd Crispin out, and he's just going to do the same thing again. Possibly, no, actually I would suggest he'd probably go for the Dragapult. Maybe try and set up for the next turn knockout with maybe sobbing this turn, and then next turn hitting him with the Dragapult for the straight knockout. That might be the option I would probably go for. Sob this turn, Dragapult next turn, and whatever you can get out onto the bench will be left in 10 HP. That might be the shout, but it does look like he is going for that torrential pump again. Maybe the torrential pump without discarding it will be the best case scenario. Ooh, okay, a little 1-1 action maybe. Oh, alright, that's very good. Alright. Does have that one water in hand for next turn. Let's just see how this goes here. 200, and doesn't leave very much HP left. I think this might be game here next turn. One boss, and I think it'll be all over here. Fighting Gong. it's a tough situation that Roland's in here. Got the Soul Rock out. Hopefully he can get Lunatone to get some kind of draw this turn. Yeah, otherwise it will be tickets here for Roland. And it's just a pass. One Noctowl, and yeah, we're kind of yeah, game will close out if there's one more boss, and that is game, guys. That is game. Absolutely great play from Bane in this game here. Absolutely kept Roland stuck the entire match there. Got those torrential pumps out really early and kept him under pressure the entire time. It was just good play all round. Gholdengo is known as one of the faster decks to set up, so you really had to get him done as early as possible, knocking out those gimme ghouls, and Shane did it very, very well. Alright guys, we'll be back with the next round in the next couple of minutes. So you're gonna give me a count or? Okay. No worries. Welcome back, everybody. We're here with the winner of our last round, Shane Roundtree.
Hi.
Shane, how do we feel about the terror aspect that you brought into Dragapult today?
Yeah, I mean, it feels pretty good. You know, if you get going, it just goes. Yeah, I'm a little bit bored with the bomb Dragapult, so I thought I'd try something else.
No, that is very true. I think there's a lot more that goes into the Terra Dragapult build in comparison to, you know, just the itchy pollen. Yeah, man. Obviously, it also does help you quite a lot into that Goldengo matchup, being able to take multi-prizes quite early on in the set. Yeah, how did that feel?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, my hand was pretty dead until he mulliganed. So off the mulligan is pretty much what won me the game. But yeah, obviously unlucky to him. He did brick, but with my setup, I was able to just kill his bench the whole time. So yeah.
Yeah, no, we did see quite a couple, times there where you were taking multi-prize turns and keeping any basics from evolving. Obviously, that's what you want to do with the water pond, and you got that out really, really early. You stopped any evolution of one of the quickest decks to get set up going. That was a really, really, really good start from you.
Shout out Roland for the mulligan.
All right, shout out Roland for the mulligan. Any other shout outs you want to do?
Yeah, just the Glendower boys.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, what's up, guys?
All right.
And my other friends as well. What's up?
Yes, we did hear that a couple of the homies were in the stream, busy complimenting you on one or two tattoos there. Yeah, it's always nice to have a bit of support.
And hey, Monique.
Which Monique are we speaking about?
My Monique.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to Shane's Monique. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the interview, Shane.
Cool.
Much appreciated. All right. Welcome back to round 4 here at Wizards Collection Rosebank. We are going into quite a heated game coming up. It's between two best friends, so don't think they're going to be that friendly with each other right now. All right. All right. As we get in, on the left, it's Mohamed Babulia. On the right, it's Ziad Karva. Two really great friends. Let's hope this doesn't ruin any relationships. Dragapult versus Zorok. It's a pretty favored matchup into Zorok at the minute. With that ability from En's Reshiram. Yes, the trade ability is also a very, very strong aspect of Zorok's deck. Trade, you may discard a card from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, draw 2 cards. It is a lovely, lovely mechanic to be able to thin out your deck and get 2 fresh cards into the hand. On the other side, we know a tried and tested Dragapult deck. Dragapult Dust Noir, absolutely one of the top contenders in the format at the moment, with Zorok coming up, with a lot of new items and cards put into the deck. I think it will be a one to watch once rotation happens, or once Ascended Heroes becomes legal. It is going to be, one of the best, I would say, 5 decks in the format. But as we know, Dragapult is the king. Post rotation, we're obviously losing Dragapult's biggest enemy in Gardevoir, and I just don't think that the new Guardi is going to be able to be the same cut as old Guardi. We do see that Mohamed first turn did attach a near upper energy to his Dreepy. That is his aspect of choice. That for a stage 2 Pokemon, that counts as any 2 energies, one at a time. So that means if he does get it up into Dragapult, he won't need to attach a second energy to use Phantom Dove. Alright, as we look over to Ziad's board, it's got 2 very stylish Zaruras and a Darumaka on the bench, with that Monkey Dory in the active. Another really, really good card in this meta at the moment. Monkey Dory is, it's just with a dark energy attached to it, it does move 30 damage from one of your own side's Pokemon onto one of your opponent's Pokemon, which just really does help with the math of any given deck. It also helps negate damage onto your own Pokemon. I can only assume that Ziad will be playing Heroes Cape Zorok today over any of the other builds. We'll have to see. We'll take it as it goes. Alright, Ziad did Itchy Pollen here, so Mohamed doesn't have any items for this turn. With Duskull in the active, probably be looking to pop the the Dusk into the Badoo, and try and get that thing off the board as quickly as possible to help him be able to get his deck up as quickly as possible without that item lock. Alright, we're going into Recon Directive here now. Let's see what we can pull off of it. It's a very big handful of items there. It's going to be quite a tough one here. Right, 1 item and a Drop Cloak as the second card pulled off of that Recon Directive, which Mohamed will take, and next turn we'll be able to get that up and running for double Drop Cloak, being able to look at up to 4 cards a turn, taking 2 of them. Alright, as he just passes over to Ziad, who evolves into Zorok, attaches a second energy. Now we can get up and going here. If he can get En's Domanitan, he is able to now take a 2 prize turn. If he has boss, that could be even worse, where Muhammad will lose both his Dreepy and his Dracloak. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, a Lily's Determination, so that's a full fresh hand of 8 cards. He will be looking for either that Ends Darmanitan or an Ultra Ball to try and be able to get that. Fortunately, Pokepad isn't rotated in just yet. That would also be a really, really good option for him in this state of play. Okay, he got it down. That spells quite disastrous effects here for Muhammad, as Ziad is probably going to go after the Duskull and the Dracloak, which is going to slow down Muhammad immensely in this encounter. What it does do is it does allow Muhammad to be able to use items the next turn, because he will be going, ooh, that's a big secret box there. Yeah, did discard Ends Reshiram, an Ultra Ball, and a Darkness Energy. Very cool thing with Enzorok is there is an item called Ends PP Up, which allows you to attach an energy from your discard pile to one of your Ends Pokemon on the bench. As you can see there, we've got a really, really nice full art version from Ascended Heroes. It's a very beautiful card. I would love to get myself a full play set of those. Right, and then we got an Artisan as well, which will probably get out. See, that's a thing. Ooh, a boss. And we're just looking for a tool at this point. I'm not too sure if he is playing the Petulant build, where we play a lot of Binding Mochi with Petulant to be able to get that that extra 40 damage off of poisoned Pokemon. We'll have to see what kind of route he takes from here now. All I do know is that Darmanitan is going to take 2 prizes this turn for Ziad and cripple Muhammad a little bit. Okay. How does... Okay. Alright. I think he is going to Ends PP Up to get around to Zorua. And free retreats into Zorok and uses the Flame Body Cannon attack with Night Joker to take the double knockout and put himself ahead in the prize trade. This looks like a tough matchup here currently for Muhammad. He's a very, very, very good Dragon Ball player. It's actually at the Birmingham Nationals a couple of weeks back, showing out for the South African community there. So he does indeed have a lot of skills, a lot of practice in Dragapult. Ever since I've known Muhammad, he has played Dragapult. Yeah, he is an absolute gun with this deck. But with these new builds coming out, Dragapult does take a little bit of strain. Again, something that can bench snipe early doors. So, as you can see, we got out a Badoo and another Dreepy to start off the rebuild. Then one more Dreepy. And then we get the Countercatcher possibly into Badoo for that lock. On Ziad's Darmanitan. The Darmanitan does have a 3 retreat cost, so it is going to be a little bit difficult to get it out the active spot, but certain decks do play 1 copy of End's Castle just to be able to get it out of the active in those situations. Also, a lot of balloons played in this deck for that free retreat and stuff like that. So we will have to see how Muhammad does get around that. quite a blinged out deck. At the moment, see a lot of gold energies in there. Brother's got a steez on us here. As you can see, we do also have the Cloak from Ascended Heroes, the illustration rare there. It's a really beautiful card. I personally think it is one of my favorite illustration rares from Ascended Heroes at the moment. Just an awesome card. All right, thank you so much to Mohammed for showing the camera the cards. I had a little chat to all the competitors in the previous round, and I asked them if they could nicely, when recon directing, if they could just show the camera a little bit better, that we were able to see what they were taking from those recon directives. All right, and an itchy pollen. Seen it a lot today. We've seen it a lot in a lot of international tournaments. Seen it at our locals. That is one of the most popular used attacks in Pokemon currently, the itchy pollen. Oh, Aziad goes into an Iono. Alright, so that means Ziad draws 4 and Muhammad draws 6. Might be putting Muhammad in a slightly better position with a fresh hand of 6, but it also does put all the cards that he had in hand at the bottom of his deck. So he will have to try and get a reshuffle in there to get everything back, more randomized high up in the deck. Muhammad is also really, really good at being able to thin his deck. When you've had as much experience as he has with this kind of deck, you know how it runs inside and out. So, yeah. All right, we've Ultra Balled 4. Let's have a look. Okay, another Recon Directive here. A Turos and a Buddy Puffin. I think Buddy Puffin currently right now is a bit of a throwaway card as the bench is full and most of the basic Pokemon below 70 HP are out on the board or in the discard. Alright, going on to the second Recon Directive, we've got Dusknoir or Dusclops. We went 4 Dusclops, but that means that Dusknoir is now at the bottom of the deck. Touring up the Pheasantipede as well, with Dragapult in the active here. Are looking at a 2 prize turn here again for Ahmed to get back on even prizing. He also does have that the Duskull line that he is building up as well, that he would want to be utilizing in the next turn to try and take out that lone Zoroark. Currently Ziad doesn't have any of his support Pokemon up at the moment. He will be looking to try and get those up as soon as possible. It'll be between the Darumaka, but in most cases we would be looking for the Ends Reshiram to be able to get some kind of attack off with the second attack for 170. Yeah, we will see what happens. There it is. Ends Reshiram down. Now we can go up and hit into him for 170 damage. Boss knock on the... Yep. It's a very good play. Forward thinking. Now we don't have the availability to be able to one-time knock out the Zoroark. So now we're going to have to play around those damage counters, because Reshiram does have an attack that for every damage counter on that current Pokemon, it does 20 damage. So let's say, for instance, Dragapult hit into Zoroark for 200 damage. He's getting 400 damage swung back at him for an OKO. So that's what makes it quite difficult in this matchup, where Dragapult can't get one clean knockout on Zoroark. We kind of have to play around the Zoroark as much as possible until you are able to get within that range to get that knockout, without putting too much damage onto it. Otherwise, you are getting OKO'd back by that Zoroark. Right. Now Yono again. As we see the second recon directive happen. Right. It's quite a poised game at the moment. We are obviously looking, I think Mohammed will probably retreat but do out, take a KO on the Reshiram and the Zorua with 10 damage on it to put this game into a very poised position for a great ending here. All I do know is that the post-match interview between these two friends is going to be quite a nice one. All right. Don't know, this will maybe be part of the post-match interview, asking Ziad if Mohammed is slow playing here a little bit. Don't think so. Dragapult is a very technical deck, a lot of deck searches, a lot of shuffling, a lot of night stretches, all those things that do create a vastness in time during turns. As we look now, prizing is now 2 for Mohammed and 3 for Ziad. As Ziad will now move into trading, something way to thin out the deck as much as possible. Let's have a look. All right. Okay. As Ziad pulls out the Serrano, thinning the deck even more, pulling out Pheasantipity and then 2 more Zoroarks. It's quite a good play here. He will evolve up that second Zorua there and trade that away. Use Pheasantipity. He's just going to draw so many cards into hand at this point. Yeah, we're looking at 2 for the Zoroark, 3. That's 5 cards in. So we are looking at quite a hand refresh here. Okay. Looking at it currently, I don't see there being a way for Mohammed to take 3 prizes next turn. There will be a lot of spread, but not necessarily anything that's going to be able to win the game for him this turn. Oh wait, no, Mohammed only needs 2 prizes. My apologies. Mohammed can, if he does get possibly rare candy Dust Noir, he does have game in hand. That could possibly be a good shot. And that's probably what he'd be looking for. And now, okay, Ziad is moving up in Zoroark into the active spot. Without any massive attackers at the moment. Let's see how he does and what he does bring in. I think that was a Night Stretcher to possibly bring back, in Zoroark. He's trying to bait him into heading into the active. And once again, he goes for the Duskull. These two friends have consistently played against each other over the last at least 6 to 12 months. So they know each other inside and out. They know their decks inside and out. And it's just making for some really good gameplay here. Alright. Okay. Alright, let's have a look here now. Ahmed's hand is quite large at this point in time. He's having a look to see. Also do need to keep a count on, let's say, the bosses and the counter catchers on Ziad's side. Ziad is down to 2 prizes. So it is currently an even game, so there is no availability for anybody to be able to counter catcher their opponents. But there is an availability for boss. Boss is in hand for Muhammad. So if he did want to do anything of that kind, the probably best play here would be to boss up Reshiram again. Not with Reshiram again. Almost delete the resources that Ziad has to be able to get it out of the discard again and again and again and again. That might be the best shot possible here. Flip the script. Alright, and got a nice switch of flip the script. And you got Big Bear. That could be a nice closing Pokemon here. Blood Moon Luna's attack is 5 energies. 5 colorless energies. But for each prize card your opponent has taken, you remove an energy cost on Blood Moon. So it is a very good late stage attacker, and that will probably be what Muhammad would want to be using in this next turn. Alright, if I recall correctly, Muhammad does have another boss in hand. What could derail the situation currently is a late game Iono. Muhammad on 1 prize and Ziad on 2. Also the possibility of Ziad being able to now counter catcher Muhammad something out of the active that would require an energy to retreat. Alright. As we trade away again. And we trade away another Zorok again. And have to have a chat to Ziad to be more available with his cards so that I can see what's going on here and be able to cast. Because I can't see what's happening at the moment. He's keeping it very close to his chest. Doesn't want anyone to know what he has. All right. Okay. Touch for Monkey Dory. Oh, okay. Yeah, we've got 2 Big Bears up. 2 Blood Moon Lunas available on both sides. Oh. Ziada's counter catcher here. I think he might be able to win it on the Fizz. Let's see here. Oh, this is going to be a tough one here. think Muhammad did it really well by putting 40 damage counters on both of the Zoroarks, which means that they can instantly be knocked out by down to 1-1 prizing here. Back to what I was saying. Having Zoroark have 40 damage counters on it at the moment means that Blood Moon Ursaluna, which hits for 240, can knock it out next turn. We just have to see now. One counter catcher is so Ziad needs to be able to win this game. I think there was a Lily's Determination there. Let's hope for the 6. Oh, okay. He hasn't gone in with the Blood Moon. All right. It's a bit of an odd one there that he retreated out, yeah. And that is game with Blood Moon Ursaluna, 4 knockout, and Mohamed Babulia wins this one. We'll come back to you guys in the next couple minutes for a post-match interview with Mohamed. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. We are here with our winner, Mohamed Babulia. Absolutely well played, brother man. It was a tough matchup with that flame body cannon early doors. What do you make of the game?
Yeah, Flame Body Cannon is the most annoying attack at the moment. Going into Zoroark, it's already a tough matchup. My opponent is Ziad. For those who know him, he's been playing Zoroark for basically the last year. I play him like 4 times minimum every day, so he knows me in and out, he knows my deck in and out. And yeah, it just comes down to whoever between us makes the least mistakes at times. So he went for a gamble there at the end. I don't know if you saw it on stream. He took out a prize for Badu because he knew one boss's prize with 2 prize cards remaining. So he got a bit unlucky there with the RNG. But yeah, it's always a tough game with Zoroark with Dragon Balls. And yeah, Ziad played well as well. So yeah, it was a close game.
No, it was a very close game. Looking at it from the caster seat, you know, I was explaining on stream how difficult it is as a Dragon Ball player to play into Zoroark with the ability to basically double the damage that you're putting on a Zoroark at any given time and shoot it back at you for the knockout. I thought you played really well into it. I know both of you gentlemen did play very well into not attacking each other's main attackers. Just talk us through that a little bit. about how that works in those kinds of matchups?
Okay, so for Zoroark, it just depends on your setup. So as you saw, the early flame body cannon took out 2 of my 3Ps, or a 3P and a Duskar, as well as my ace-back Neo Upper. So that was a bit uncomfortable, but my setup wasn't great. So normally with Dragapult, if you have a number of Dracloaks set up, as well as energy attached, then you quite fine hitting into Zoroark, because then you two-shot it. But in that matchup, just because of how badly I was set up, you want to kind of avoid hitting into Zoroark no matter what to keep your Dragapult on board for as long as possible, because it's very unlikely that they are going to one-shot you back without you hitting into them.
100%. I saw Ziad was also playing very heavily into a lot of your support Pokemon and stuff like that. You know, your Duskulls, your Dusclopses, knowing full well that that would have changed the game, because then you would be able to one-shot into his Zoroark. So that was just really good gameplay from two people who have played against each other. I would probably guesstimate 300-400 times in this last year alone. It was a great game of back and forth. You know, one of the more close games that we've seen here on stream today. Yeah, if you have any final words, anybody you want to say thanks to, shout out, just give a
Shout out to Ziad. Shout out to Ziad. Not for the win, but just, you know, we started only last year, both of us, at a very basic level. And we've been working our ways up, I think, as players. So we've been coaching each other, if anything. So, you know, we're sharpening each other. Probably, if we get a replay in any other event, it can go either way. So I think, yeah, shout out to Ziad.
All right, one last thing. I did say that you were at an international tournament a couple of weeks ago. Do you want to just provide some light on that for us?
Yeah, so I was at Birmingham Regionals. It was a really great experience, you know, to see like your favorite players that you wouldn't imagine seeing in real life. Like Thor Draclov is there. But the level of tournaments, I think for internationals, everyone there is a cup winner or a very well-skilled player. My opponents were all really good and nice people, so shout out to them. But yeah, I think the skill level is a big experience to realize, oh, I'm not the next Thor Draclov. I still got 1 or 2 more years to maybe improve a bit. So yeah, I would recommend going for those tournaments if you can, to not be too intimidated by it. Just play what you know how to play and have fun at the end of the day. Yeah.
100%. Do you think that this is the deck that you're going to be taking to the SPE down in Durban? Cape Town, sorry. Cape Town, yeah.
So I was playing against Zoroark today. With the new cards coming that are going to be legal, Zoroark gets a lot more tougher with the Zekrom being able to like one-shot Ursalunas with Adrena Brain and just a whole lot of stuff. So I'm pretty sad on Dragapult. Not particularly the same deck list, so I'll have to tack for the matchups I feel uncomfortable with. But just this meta has been around for so long. It's just Zoroark that I think I'm gonna have to tack for a bit more. Yeah.
No Guardi techs?
No, give me the Guardians over the Zoroark.
Oh, you want the Guardians over the
Guardians? Yeah. I don't know if it's just Yard or for how good of an opponent he is that traumatizes me with Zoroark at times. But Guardi, it's 50-50 with Dragapult at times, so I don't mind Gardevoir too much. I know Mega Box, the players playing Mega Box are also really good, so it might be a bit of a problem, you know, with the Psyduck and all of that stuff. So yeah, it will be interesting, but I think maybe the Dragapult mirror match, Zoroark and Mega Box are probably the hardest decks going into SPE for Dragapult itself. Grimmsnarl also, just because I'm not playing the rare candy balls, it can be a bit problematic for my Dracloak center setup, so those are the decks I'm looking out for.
And one last thing, what deck do you see getting a resurgence post-rotation, and what deck do you think will fall off, given the decks that are still available?
That's a tough one. I would say Raging Bolt would fall off because it is still going to be in rotation, even though it loses Sada and a lot of other things. But you never know, because in Japan at the moment it's in the top 4. So Yeah, so maybe Raging Bolt would fall off a bit. In terms of decks making a comeback, maybe I wouldn't say making a comeback, but I think it will rise to the spot is Mega Diancie with the Dust Noirs and all the support and Dark Boxes. Yeah, with the amount of support for Dark decks, it may be one of those will pop up again.
100%. Well, thank you so much for your time, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's do the next one.
Thanks, Josh.
Welcome back, everybody, to the fifth and final round of today's challenge here at Wizards Rosebank. We've got the top two contenders here, Shane Roundtree and Harper Kaiser. All right. Okay, let's get it going, boys. All right. These two gentlemen are our undefeated players so far for the day. It's going to be very, very good matchup. It's Polt versus Polt. Harper on the Dust Noir Dragapult, and then Shane on the Terror Box Dragapult. Given the early stages of the game, my feeling is Shane has a better early game than Harper, but Harper can take multi-prize turns more mid to late game given this current situation. It doesn't look like Shane has anything out. He has one Treepy, two Hoothoots, so his next turn is going to have to be pretty decent here. He's got a lot of energies in hand. Let's see how he's going to navigate this. It's an attach and all right. I think it does 10 damage per heads flipped 3 times. So 10 damage was done. Would have been quite a cheesy knockout if you got 3 heads there. Would have been quite funny as well. All right, let's see how this moves forward. All right, maybe a Okay, Harper looking to just set up his board state right now. Alright, he just seems to have everything in hand at this point. Let's see how this goes forward. 3 Dreepy, or 2 Dreepy out. Going to be 2 Dripcloaks, a spare Dreepy, Duskull, and in the active spot, everyone's favorite Badoo for that item lock. Alright, let's see how it goes here. Alright. Okay. Alright, just an attach to Dreepy, and he's going for it again. That's 10 damage. 20 damage, he knocks it out. My goat with the let it ride mentality. Alright, as Harper goes into a Lily's Determination, still has his 6 prizes, meaning he does get a full, fresh 8 card hand. Let's hope Shane can cut Harper into something less than what he previously had in hand, where it was just helping him set up so well. Alright, Recon Directive for an Iono and a Buddy Puffin. Recon Directive again. Harper is just motoring through it. Folks, this isn't at 2 times speed. This is just how fast Harper moves. Alright, looking at it, Harper doesn't have any pults in hand yet. Looking through it, I don't know if I can. Okay, yeah, he's going to Ultra Ball through foot, most probably here. Bear down. And the second card getting discarded with Ultra Ball will be Iono. There we go. Alright. One of 2 options here for Harper. He went for it. He went for the Dragapult. And will now get the Duskull out. It's a very, very set up board compared to Shane. Shane's got a little bit of building to do here. He also does have the Howlucha in hand as well, which does put 10 damage counters on 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, which means he will be able to get a 2 prize turn here quite easily. He could also be going for something in the way of trying to get another, there we go, Howlucha down. It's 10 on each of those, and he probably will go after the Dreepy, which leaves him. Ooh, he didn't go for the Dreepy. He went straight for the other Hoot, which means the terror aspect of Shane's deck now is non-existent. Does get the attach off, and with, there we go, 1 damage counter and knocking out of 1 Duskull, 200 damage on. Harper is still very much in the driving seat here. Going into this next hand. Alright. Okay, Harper is now moving at mock speeds here to be able to get through this quite quickly. He is a very fast player. I have played him before. He does move at the rate of knots. It's all quite confusing when you're new to the game, but yeah, he is one of the best players in the country. He does export a lot to Japan, plays a lot in Japan. He has played a good couple of international tournaments abroad, done very well there. He has won a city league in Japan, so he is one of the more decorated players from South Africa. He has also been playing for over 11 years, so he does have a very, very good understanding of the game. So I can move at the pace at which he is moving currently. You know, he's just on another level to a lot of us newer players. Shane has actually only taken up playing probably from the last 12 months. So for him to be playing at the level of being, 4-0 at a tournament like this, it is quite awesome to see. So much of our newer talent coming through and actually putting up good numbers. Somebody like Connor, who played previously against Harper, is also a very new player. Roland, also a newer player to the scene. Just it's so good to see so many fresh faces in the community, helping build and grow the playing scene here in South Africa. It is very nice to see, getting more and more players into our casuals, our locals during the week. Here at Rosebank, I think getting between 12 to about 16 players, and at our Glendower store, just this past Thursday, we had a 30-person tournament there for random Thursday night. It was a lovely time. I'm hoping everybody had a great time, as Harper is looking to probably close in on this game. We are looking at a fully formed Dusk Noir with a Dragapult, I think short on 1 energy. Once he gets that energy, it should probably be game at that point. You got the near upper, and that is game for Harper. What a great game. We'll head now into an interview with Harper, and we'll be back in just a few moments. All right, guys, welcome back. Post-match interview with the winner of today's challenge, Harper Kaiser. What a goat. Harper, it was just a really good showing from you today. You were on the table twice today. And very, very, how are you feeling about your tournament today?
I am excited to say that this is the last time I'm playing Dragapult in this format, thank goodness. This format is so stale. It's just Dragapult, Gardevoir, Goldengo, so solved matchups. My deck was quite disastrous today. I don't really own Jamming Towers in English, so Watchtower actually saved my ass a few times, so W card. Other than that, Dragapult, I don't deserve any credit. That's all Dragapult. Shout out Luna, and yeah.
All right. Besides that, what do we think about the turnout today? There were a lot of newer guys to the format, newer guys to Pokemon in general. Do you recall you saying sometime on one of your YouTube videos, the community here isn't necessarily as strong as abroad? Obviously, we are a smaller community. What do you think about the newer guys that are showing up now, trying to obviously get to the level that yourself, that you've achieved with the community?
I think anyone can be really good in Pokemon. It just takes time. Like, I've been playing for over a decade now, so I've been playing for a long time. And I think if anyone just starts now and they take it seriously, they want to, they play the best decks and they maybe do some coaching with some people, and they just, take it seriously, then they can also become really good. Like, I'm definitely by no means like a top player, but with time comes experience, so you kind of get into a lot of situations and then it just becomes easier for you. So I think just playing the game a lot is definitely the advice I would have. And also we're heading into a rotation now, and that's probably the best time to start the game since everything's fresh. No one really knows what's going on, so it's probably the best time to start the game.
100%. If there's any closing words you want to have, say to anybody, shout out to anybody, more than welcome to.
Phantom Dive.
All right, thank you so much, guys, and that'll be all from us today here at Wizards Collection Rosebank. We really appreciate everyone popping in to the stream, and we will see you guys for the next one.